Alright guys, we're ready to start opening boxes. I was kind of playing around with different camera angles and trying to see if I could get everything in frame, but I'm 6'2", so it's kind of hard to get me and the table all in one, so kind of had to pull it back a bit so you'll get a bunch of stuff off to the side like my bookcase. But let's get started. Alright guys, we got our first package. I'm going to try to do this as speedy as possible, so I'm going to be jumping around a bunch, but also try to get my reactions actually filmed. I'm going to try to keep labels out of the picture to protect my address as well as the people that send stuff to me. So here we go. Alright, where to start? This is always kind of exciting and scary at the same time because I'm excited to get the items, but at the same time, I don't know how well packaged everything is. So unfortunately, a lot of times passed since I've received a lot of these items, so trying to file claims and everything is going to be a little difficult. Man, they definitely wrapped turds out of this one. So this is Tales of Zestiria, the X. So I'm a big Tales fan. It's probably my favorite JRPG series. And they made an anime a while back, and they did a limited run of the collector's edition boxes that contain art cards and a bunch of extra goodies. So I really wanted to get this one, not the re-released collection on just a single Blu-ray or two Blu-rays or whatever it is. So thankfully I was able to find this one on eBay. People have kind of started raising their prices on it, and I think this was like one of the only ones in decent shape I was able to find, so I was happy to pick this one up. Alright guys, one item I forgot about, it was under my table, is actually Fire Emblem Three Houses Warfare Edition. So this was one that I was actually lucky enough to get a copy of. And what I told my roommate was, since it had released whenever I was deployed, was, hey, as soon as this comes in, open it up, yank the actual cartridge out, and mail it to me, because I was super excited to play this one. Played a couple hundred hours while I was deployed, going through the various routes, but I'm super happy to get this one, especially because I've never actually been able to get a collector's edition of a Fire Emblem game before, so this one is pretty special to me. Alright, we got a copy of Sakura Wars for the Wii. So I was really happy to find this one. I think I actually bought it from someone in the UK. No, this one was Canada, actually. They actually had this one for a pretty good price. It's all complete. Let's see how the disc looks. Actually, the disc looks pretty good, other than one minor scratch on it. But definitely looks playable. But this is one that I've been trying to track down for a while. Passed it up years ago because didn't think it was worth picking up, and of course it's one of those games that just skyrocketed in value. So finally able to have this one in the collection. Next box here, this is from NIS America. So I ordered a lot of stuff from them while I was gone. Can't really remember everything that I got. So we'll see what this is. Oh, okay. Now I remember what this is. So this is The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince. This is one of those games that if you go off of Amazon, it is like $90, probably more expensive than that now. But they still had a very limited number of copies on their website, so I was able to go there and pick it up for fairly cheap, at least compared to Amazon. I was also able to pick up the little acrylic standee, because why not? I thought the artwork was really cute. I'm a sucker for things like this. As much of a hardened military man as I am. That was a joke. I'm not very hardened at all. Okay, so this is another box. This is one of many from Japan. So without looking at the label that describes what's in it, I'll open it up and be surprised. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, I really like controllers, so I was able to actually pick up a number of GameCube controllers from Japan, including the Japanese exclusive, I guess you would say this is Aqua Blue. So I was able to pick up one of these controllers. It's in really good shape. And on top of that, I was able to pick up a complete in-box copy of the Indigo Clear controller. So I was really excited about this. GameCube controllers, as everyone knows, go for a lot of money online, so anytime I'm able to get my hands on these things, I always try to pick them up. I love repairing these things, customizing them. Obviously with these ones I'm going to just leave them as stock as possible, have them on display. Probably not going to use this for anything because these controllers are worth a lot, so happy to have these. Alright, I'm pretty sure I know what this one is, just going off of the label saying Royal Mail. And let's open her up. Oh, well, actually I was wrong. This is not what I initially thought it was, but I am also very excited to see this one. So, let's see if I can get this out here without damaging it. Alright, so, I am a huge Myst fan. So, in my pursuit of collecting Myst items, I am trying to hunt down every single variant of the Myst games that I can find, and that includes European exclusive copies. So, I was able to get the Myst Trilogy, which is the first 3 games in the series, and it is complete and in very good shape as far as I can tell. So I love this design, how it's actually designed to look like a book. So I'm really happy to have this one on the shelf. Spoiler, there's going to be a lot of Myst items in here. Alright, time to open one of many limited run games that I ordered. I've never ordered from limited run. I know it usually takes a lot of their games many months to actually get to your doorstep because they actually have to make them. I was actually lucky enough to get not 1, but 3 different, no, actually 4, because I forgot this guy down here. 4 different boxes from limited run. At least when I was assembling all this, I think it was just the 4. Anyway, I'm interested to see what actually showed up because I made like 6 or 7 orders from them, and I know at least like 3 of those or whatever are still in production, so let's see what this is. I know a lot of people tend to complain sometimes with limited run and how expensive their games are, especially if you buy the collector's editions. Alright, so I got Luminous Avenger X for the Switch. Alright, let's open this sucker up. I'm going to try not to get too repetitive with my comments, but you go through like 80 or more boxes, comments are going to start getting repetitious, so if you hear me say, I'm interested in checking this out, let's see what's in this sucker, let's open this sucker up, or any variation of that, I apologize. I'm going to try to mix it up, or just shut up. I'm deciding. Alright, so this was a lot on eBay that I was able to pick up for a fairly good price, and it is all of the Atelier Iris titles for the PS2. So thankfully I was able to get the entire trilogy in one lot. So super excited and checking these ones out. Another comment, I'm going to say a lot. And these were all complete and in very good shape. And usually if you buy a lot of games on eBay, you'll get like 1 or 2 games that are in really good shape and the rest of them don't have manuals or something like this. Then buying these games separately was really expensive. So I was able to get a good price on the entire trilogy, and like I said, they're all in really good shape. This is obviously from a collector who treated them very well. So thank you very much. Alright, so this one's from Play Asia. I actually don't remember ordering anything from Play Asia, except there was one order. I tried to get the Steelbook Collector's Edition of Link's Awakening, but unfortunately they canceled my order because they ran out of stock. Well, this is a fake out. Someone just used the Play Asia box and put a different product inside. So, ha! This is Lufia. The Legend Returns for the Game Boy Color, complete in box. Never played a Lufia game. So, figured I'd start collecting the games in the series, so I was able to pick this one up, and I think I was able to snag one other title. I can't remember. It's kind of hard to keep track of what I actually bought and what I was just trying to acquire. Another box from Japan. Again, I'm going to try to not look at the label on front. That gives away what its contents are, or at least a description of the contents. Someone bought something from Square Enix. There's tape on this box. I'll just reuse the box. I don't think I actually ordered anything from Square Enix, but maybe I did. Can't remember. Alrighty, so you know how I was saying I collect for the Myst games? For the Collect for the Myst series? Well, this is actually, I can get this thing open. Oh, this is in really nice shape. This is actually Myst 3 Exile, and this is a collector's edition that they released exclusively in Japan for the original Xbox. So, as a Myst fan and an original Xbox collector, I was super excited to find this online. I could only find like one listing for this. I was able to snatch it up. Forgot how much I paid for it, but it is in really good shape, and it's got a really nice glossy box. Oh man. Yeah, I get so excited over Myst stuff, so I am super excited to look into this more later, but I'm not going to bore you guys with that. So, moving on. I must have stock all my Japanese boxes in the same area because I'm coming across a lot of these things. Alright, so let's see what I got. Oh, okay, I remember this one. So, I was actually able to win a lot. Oh. Alright, got distracted here. They actually wrote me a little thank you note on a little ramen sticky note. So, that's pretty cool. Thank you. So, I was actually able to get an original DMG Game Boy lot that came with a Japanese copy of, well, they're all Japanese copy games, but F1 Racing, or F1 Spirit, I guess, still in the box, and a stack of cartridges. Alright, so got the games taken out of the plastic. I got, sorry, I'm going to butcher this because I'm not a Pokemon fan, but I got Pokemon Silver, I believe it is. It's a Pokemon Green. I know a lot of you are just going to like absolutely murder me for butchering this. This is Ranma 1/2, Tetris, Pokemon Bulbasaur, the blue one, Pokemon Gold, something something in Japanese, don't know. This looks like Castlevania. Some claymation looking critters. And then I got Donkey Kong Country, or Donkey Kong Game Boy. So, super excited on checking these out, seeing if they work. Mainly bought it for the DMG Game Boy, and then they included a bunch of games and stuff with it for a really good price. So, later on you'll see why I bought this guy. This is actually my first original Game Boy purchase, because most of the time people are just charging way too much money for these things. I'll probably sell a bunch of these off after I go through them. Sucker's kind of heavy. Oh, alright. I think I remember which lot this is. So this is another eBay lot that I was able to win. Oh, they did a really good job packaging all these, which is always appreciated. I was able to get a Game Boy Advance. This is the 001. Got a white GBA 001 as well. Got what was originally a glacial blue GBA. It has been sun bleached to hex, probably a smoker. Yeah, smoker. This thing smells pretty bad. This thing is in horrible condition. Anyway, might try to fix this one up. This is a 001 as well. If I said that already. Got another glacial blue GBA. This is a much better condition Game Boy than the last one. It has the batteries in here. And it's actually in fairly decent shape. I don't know what's going on with the screen though, because where it says Game Boy Advance, as you can see, well, probably not, the camera's probably too far away, but it's just missing. And there's been like a little window put in place. But anyway. Another GBA, this is a 001 Silver. Alright, that actually looks to be it in the box. So I got 5 GBAs. Alright, so we got another heavy boy. Let's see what's in this guy. So, as I was opening this, I saw that there's actually a label on here that says exactly what it is, but you guys can't probably read it at that distance. So, yeah, I kind of got it spoiled for me. So this is from NIS America as well. And this is the Trails of Cold Steel 3 Thor's Academy Edition. I believe that's what it is. Academy Edition. So this is for the PS4. They just recently released this for the Switch. Probably would have picked it up on the Switch, but I bought all the other games on the PlayStation, so might as well keep it consistent. So looking forward to playing this one. And like I said, this is heavy. Put a lot of work into the packaging on this one. It's always appreciated whenever people do that. Alright, I can see it through the bubble wrap. The main series that I try to collect for, which is usually like Tales of Symphonia, or the Tales series I should say, started with Tales of Symphonia, the Myst series, and then also to a lesser extent, I really love collecting Mass Effect stuff. So, one of the only games I didn't have the collector's edition for was the original. So I was able to find this one in decent shape, and it appears the pictures were correct. So this is one of those games that if you guys have ever looked for this one online, is usually beat to heck. People do not take good care of these things, and I don't think they made very many of them, so unfortunately the few that exist out there that are floating around are pretty much it. And I'm very happy whenever people are very detailed with their descriptions. I forgot if this one showed a lot of pictures or not. I believe it did. But it is indeed in really good condition, so thank you very much to the previous owner. You did a really good job of keeping this thing in good shape. I really appreciate it. This thing is going to look really great on my shelf next to the other Mass Effect games that I have. So this is another game that, well, another box that has a giant label on the front of who it's from. So this is Idea Factory. Another website that I ended up buying a bunch off of because they had a bunch of sales, and I had to take advantage of those. Alright, so starting off, actually, might as well open the bubble mailer. So I got Death and Request for the PS4, as well as Dragon Star Varnir. So I've never played an Idea Factory game before. I know they're mainly known for the Neptunia series. I've heard the quality on a lot of these games kind of varies. So I'm interested in how these actually play. Been really into my PS4 as well as my Switch lately, so I've been trying to pick up a lot of games I've never been able to pick up before on the Xbox One, which actually I think some of these might have been available on the Xbox One, but you buy the PS4 for RPGs, right? Got a mouse pad. I think this is supposed to come with one of the collector's editions, so I'm not exactly sure what it's doing outside of the box. Okay. So I think I understand what's going on. Since I've never bought from them before, this is a little confusing, but they actually sent me the games separate, and then the collector's edition boxes are their own deal. So this is the collector's edition box for Death and Request, as well as the collector's edition for, well, Dragon Star Varnir. And hopefully you can see the detail on a lot of these. I'm trying to hold them in a way that the light's not reflecting off of them, but being a big anime fan, anything that has an anime aesthetic on it, especially boxes that are really beautiful like this, I really look forward to picking things like this up. Even if the game's not so good, it still kind of looks good on the shelf, right? So